What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Y. Today's episode is number 36, and last time we finally made it to the Geosenge hideout. We defeated Lysandre for the second time, and today we are going to be teaming up with our rival Serena as we scurry along the lower levels of this hideout, double battling actually, Team Flare grunts and admins, as we try to make our way to where the legendary Pokemon is located so we can stop Team Flare from powering up the ultimate weapon and destroying everything as we know it. Now, before we get into the episode too much, just want to remind you guys of our like goal for this video, which is going to be 50 likes. So if you can go ahead and click that thumbs up button right below this video, it will help out a lot. And I do appreciate your support, as always. Now, we're going to get hit with a Sucker Punch as we try to EQ everything, because I just want everything to die. But Golurk is going to be moving last because of how slow it is. So Meowstic's actually going to Psychic that Toxicroak, and down it goes. So that is cool. We're getting hit with a Night Slash here. Both of our Pokemon are weak to Dark, unfortunately. I didn't know she was going to open up with the Meowstic. I guess I could have guessed that because that is normally her first Pokemon, you know, when you battle her, but I just wasn't thinking of that so much. I don't know why I should have, but anyway, Golurk's going to go up to level 56, which is fantastic. Cowboy the second, growing up to level 57. And that does it for this first double battle. There's going to be like 3 or 4 of these double battles, and then we've got a bunch of single battles as well that'll be coming up later. This is going to be a long episode. There's a lot that I want to get done, so I'm thinking it's going to be about a half an hour. It might be a little bit less than that, might be a little bit more than that. We'll see how things go. It all depends on how quickly I can capture the legendary Pokemon, but I don't want to spoil anything in case some of you don't know the story or whatever. What have you? You know what I'm saying. You probably don't, because I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, we're going to switch Haxorus to the front here, because having 2 Pokemon weak to Dark, with all of these Dark types running around in Team Flare's teams, is really not the best idea. So, yeah. And she's just going to start off with Meowstic every time, so there's no reason to have 2 Pokemon weak to Dark when they all have, like, Mightyena and Houndoom and all these other things. Leopard, that's another one. So, yeah, we're in another battle here. Mightyena and Manectric are leading off. So, 2 dog-type Pokemon. I don't know, the evil team seem to like the dog-type Pokemon, like the Houndooms, the Mightyenas, the Manectrics, those types of things. I don't know why, but they just do. So, we're going to get intimidated by the Mightyena, which is unfortunate, but I still think we can do some decent damage with an X-Scissor. It's going to be super effective. And actually, we can just straight up take out that Mightyena with an X-Scissor at -1. That's incredible. Haxorus is so powerful. Disarming Voice is what our Meowstic is going for, and that does absolutely jack diddly squat because it's a 40 base power move. Why do you have that on your Meowstic? That's retarded. So the Manectric went for the Roar there. Chestnut is coming out. That doesn't mean much because I'm pretty sure we can take this thing out with a Dragon Claw. I know we're at -1. But I think, oh no, we cannot. We're going to get hit with a Discharge. And it has a high paralysis chance of 30%. And Haxorus, of course, is going to get paralyzed. Oh, the double para, actually. Chestnut's going to get paralyzed, too. There is the Seed Bomb. And Manectric is going down. But not before both of our Pokemon get paralyzed. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. We get out of the battle virtually unscathed, except for that paralysis, though. So I guess that's not that bad. We were able to one-shot the Mightyena, so I guess I can't be too upset about it. But still, what is this? Oh, it's you, little, what is your name? I honestly don't even remember. Oh, Shauna, that's it. I was like, I haven't even seen you, like, in the last couple of episodes, or, I don't know, longer than that. I feel like it's been just forever since we've even seen this little girl. You came all the way out here, you were right, friends should stick together. We should all go together, right? Sure, yeah, let's go, guys. Friendship till the end, all of that stuff. I don't really care for some of the dialogue in this game. I'll be honest, I really, really don't. It's too, like, it's too gushy. It's too, like, yay, friends forever. That's just, I don't know. It's kind of silly, but, I mean, I guess the game is, and always was, intended for children, especially the storyline part of it, so, I mean, you can't really knock it for that. I mean, I am playing a child's game, I guess. Alright, we're in another double battle here. Houndoom and Scrafty, so 2 dark types. Unfortunately, I don't have a fighting type coming out here. That would be fantastic if I did, but I do not. We do have Haxorus, though, so we will have a super effective hit on the Scrafty. No, we won't. No, we will not. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw instead, because X-Scissor is actually not going to be super effective, so there you go. There you go. It does well over half, though, and the Disarming Voice actually is going to finish off the Scrafty because it is 4 times effective, even though it is a terrible move as far as base power goes. The typing isn't bad, though. Fairy typing is a pretty good offensive typing. There's the foul play. That does a lot of damage to the Meowstic. Even though it doesn't really have a high attack stat, it really doesn't have much of a defense stat, so it's going to do a lot. I mean, and it's super effective. Dragon Claw will one-shot the Houndoom, though, so that's going to be it for this batch. And I kind of wish that these trainers down here had more than one Pokemon, because that would add to the difficulty a little bit, especially because we're going up against an admin. At least one of the trainers is an admin, so I don't understand why they don't have more Pokemon, or they're not like higher leveled or something. I feel like that would make more sense, but then again, Game Freak doesn't always do logic so well. So that might be the last double battle we have to do. I'm not positive. It looks like the door's down here. Yep. No more double battles, so that actually went by fairly quickly, to be honest. And now, how are we going to get through here? It's an electronic lock. Yeah, what should we do? This might help. It's a device that helps you when you're stuck on a puzzle. Clement gave it to me. An electronic lock and a puzzle are the same sort of thing, right? Sure. Well, I guess it's a good thing that she found us, because without her, we would not have been able to open this door to the final chamber. So we're finally here. The legendary Pokemon is inside. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to be up against a legendary Pokemon, but I believe we have other battles first. I don't think we can just go in and just like walk up to the legendary Pokemon and be like, hey, let's battle. It doesn't work like that. It's not that simple. So as we enter the room, we are going to be ambushed, I believe, with Team Flare Grunts. Pretty sure. But there is the little cocoon thing that Yveltal is going to be in. We're in the deepest part of the headquarters. It's somehow hard to breathe in here. Hey, isn't that thing that looks like a cocoon the legendary Pokemon? It doesn't look like it's alive, but ... Oh, they're not grunts. They're all admins. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. That's none of your business, kids. The ultimate weapon has taken 99% of the legendary Pokemon's energy. But just to make double sure nothing goes wrong, let's take these runts out. No, I hate being chased. But then why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, Shauna, this again, Color Nation, you take care of things. Here, I'll protect Shauna. So a couple of the admins are going to run away and chase them, and it's just very strange. So unfortunately, we're left with a bunch of admins to face here. There were 6, only 2 of them ran away, so we still have to go up against 4, and luckily all you have to do is just talk to them. They don't come up and battle you, so you can kind of like heal up in between battles if you really need to. So we're just going to go in like no particular order here, starting off with this Team Flare admin, 2 Pokemon here, and Leopard is going to be the starting Pokemon. We have the Haxorus, so we're in good shape. It's only at level 47, so we have a 10 level advantage on this thing, which means we can X-Scissor it all day. We outspeed, and there's no way, barring a Focus Sash or Focus Band, which in-game teams do not have, that Leopard would be able to survive that. Aurorus is going to grow up to level 57, which is fantastic. Manectric is coming out next, and I guess we can stay in, but I would like to get Golurk some work, because I was going to use it earlier, but there was just dark Pokemon running around everywhere, and it just was not a good idea to leave it out there, especially with how slow it was. It can't even outspeed a lot of the dark-type Pokemon, so it would just get destroyed, basically. So this Manectric is out here. It's at level 48, and it's going to go for the Odor Sleuth. Gotta love the level 48 Odor Sleuth. That's ridiculous. They definitely needed to give some of these Pokemon some better moves, but that's just my opinion. The Manectric goes down to the Earthquake there, and that is the first admin out of the way. We do have to battle all of them, though, so we're going to be in for a couple of battles here, that's for sure. That is for sure. I guess we'll battle you next, and then we'll take on the guys afterward, and it'll just be a fun time. It'll be a fun time. So this admin only has 1 Pokemon. It's going to be Swalot, and Swalot can be a little bit annoying because it's so bulky. It really, really is. And this thing's at level 50, so it's going to at least soak up 1 hit. So what I want to do is actually switch into Golurk again, because I can resist any type of poison type moves that it wants to go for, and then I should be able to one-shot it with an Earthquake, because that will be super effective. Oh, but he goes for the Stockpile. Stockpile, that changes things. It's at +1 defense. It might be able to live in EQ now. We're only 6 levels higher than it. We'll have to see. No, it does not live. It looked like it wanted to, but alas, Swalot was still one-shotted. So that is good news. That is really good news. Whiskers is trying to learn Overheat. We do not want to teach that to him because he doesn't need it. He's got the Flamethrower that's powerful enough, and it has perfect accuracy and doesn't have any drawbacks like lowering your special attack and all that nonsense that I don't really enjoy. So, at least not in-game. So, now we get to face off against the bald guys. Apparently, there's a requirement for you to be a Team Flare male admin. You have to shave your head. That's part of the thing. I guess it makes like the sunglasses pop a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. I mean, it looks good with like the white suits maybe. I don't know. I'm just making things up as I go along here. Mighty Anna's out here at level 47. We're going to X-Scissor it because we know from previous experience that Mighty Anna cannot live that. Mighty Anna's pretty frail, to be honest. Really, really is. Is not good at taking hits at all. So, Golurk's going to grow up to level 57, which is fantastic. And Houndoom is going to be coming in next. We can stay in because we know we can one-shot at that as well. Because Houndoom is pretty much just as frail as Mighty Anna. In fact, its physical defense might actually be lower than Mighty Anna. I don't know. I know they're both pretty bad. So, that is that. The Houndoom goes down. That does it for our third admin. We have one more to go. These battles are kind of boring, to be honest. They seem to, like, just use the same Pokemon over and over and over again, and we can one-shot a lot of them because their movesets are bad and that kind of thing. It'll be nice once we get up to, like, the 8th gym and a little bit after that, you know, with the Victory Road and all that stuff. Elite Four, when we cannot just one-shot everything, because that makes things a little bit more interesting. There's a little bit more strategy involved than just one-shotting things. And I don't feel like I'm incredibly over-leveled either. So in comes the Golbat at level 50. That's this guy's only Pokemon. We're going to Dragon Claw it. Golbat doesn't have the best physical defense, but he does survive. And he's going to go for the Acrobatics, and that does a decent amount because he's probably not holding an item, so he gets a boost for that. But we are faster, so we can outspeed, go for that Dragon Claw, and that will finish off this Golbat. So the boring part is out of the way, for the most part. We got rid of all of these admins and all of the grunts, and we're pretty much done with Team Flare. We only have to fight one more person before we're just done with Team Flare for good, basically. No way! This puts the no in no way. Contact Lysandre, call for reinforcements, and they run off. And now we're going to be up against the legendary Pokemon. There's nothing stopping us from taking it on. So I think I want to lead off with Aurorus here because the most important thing for me to do is paralyze it. I don't have any way to get any other kind of like status condition on it. I don't want to use my Master Ball, so that is out of the question. We're going to do things the hard way, because I'm not interested in just taking the easy way out with the Master Ball. So we'll paralyze it, try to get it down to a low HP, and see how many Ultra Balls it takes for us to capture it. So that is that. Unfortunately, I don't think I have that many Pokeballs just in general, so hopefully we capture it within a few. I mean, I know it's a legendary Pokemon, but we're going to try. So I got everybody healed up here, so we're looking okay. And what am I looking for here? There, the Amulet Coin, that's what we wanted, because I believe we have to fight Lysandre right after that. I'm thinking ahead here, thinking way ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use an O-Power to help us capture this. And we're going to use Capture Power level 1, which probably won't help that much, but every little bit makes a difference. I don't want to end up running out of balls because I don't have a huge stockpile of them. So we shall see. Now we get to see the really cool cutscene of the legendary Pokemon breaking out of its cocoon. And I really do like this cutscene. I think it's the graphic work is just beautiful, especially for a non-console game. It just looks fantastic, and it looks great in 3D as well. I know you guys aren't watching it in 3D, but for those of you that have played the game, it does look fantastic with those 3D effects. So Yveltal is waking up. Apparently, 99% of its energy has not been stolen because this thing is able to just wake up, and it is pissed off. It is not happy. There it is, breaking through whatever it was that machine that was holding it hostage, and it's about to just inflict its wrath on everything and everyone around it, which coincidentally is just us. So we're in for I don't know. We're in for a thrashing, it looks like. Alright, let's do it. We're going to be forced into battle here in a second. And there we go, sort of. It was kind of like moving in slow motion. But there we have it. Yveltal has appeared, and it is a dark flying type. It's going to be at level 50. And it's going to be exuding its dark aura, so dark type moves are going to be doing more damage than usual. There's the dark pulse. That does quite a bit of damage, and we flinch and cannot move. We're going to go for the T-Wave again. We need this to not flinch this time. No flinching. Thank you. He would have been able to take us out probably with max damage the next turn if we didn't get this T-Wave off. So there you have it. Yveltal is paralyzed. I don't believe he has any way of curing that. So now we can go for a T-Bolt, which will be super effective. That does well over half. He's going to go for the Disable. So Thunderbolt is disabled, but I wasn't going to use that anyway. In fact, I can't use any other moves on this Aurorus because they'll all be super effective. And they'll all do more than Thunderbolt because they're all stab. So that is a little bit of an issue. We kind of need to switch here. So, I mean, I could just let Aurorus go down. I'm trying to see what can do a little bit of damage. We need to do something. We need to do some kind of damage that's not super effective damage. Preferably not very effective damage. Just to kind of whittle it down. I want to try to get into the red zone before we start chucking balls at it because I don't have a lot to work with. I don't think. I don't even remember. We switch into Shinobi and he's paralyzed and cannot move, which is unfortunate. Now we can go for a Thief. We do get the stab on that, but it's not very effective. That does bring him down into the red zone. And he's going to go for the Snarl. Thankfully, no Oblivion Wing because that will restore his HP and do a crap ton of damage to pretty much anything. And we don't have a lot of balls, to be honest. We don't. We're short on balls today, guys. I do have, I guess, a few Ultra Balls, but it's a legendary Pokemon we're talking about, so I don't know if it's going to be enough. We're going to try. There's the first Ultra Ball. Oh, wow. Wow, first try. I know we used the capture power, but I didn't think it was going to matter that much. Holy crap. Had me speechless there for a second. I couldn't even, like, put my thoughts together. So Yveltal stays in the first Ultra Ball. When its life comes to an end, it absorbs the life energy of every living thing and turns into a cocoon once more. Look how beautiful this Pokemon is. I really wish it was not an Uber Pokemon, but it kind of makes me want to play Ubers because I don't know, some of the legendary Pokemon, they just look so beautiful and gorgeous. And shiny Yveltal looks even more amazing, but of course that hasn't been released or anything like that. A legendary Pokemon, oh my goodness, what a startling development. I never would have thought you were really a chosen one. Oh, nice outfit, Lysandre. What is this? What is this? I mean, I like your sunglasses looking things, or glasses, whatever they're supposed to be. Goggles, safety goggles. But come on. You desire help from people? Well, what's going on with that outfit? That's what I was saying. What is with the outfit, man? Seameister already beat you. What are you doing here? For me, victory is using the ultimate weapon. In order to do that, I need to reclaim the legendary Pokemon's power and send it to that weapon once again. I'll be taking the legendary Pokemon back now. This time, I will not lose. I, too, shall use the Mega Ring and Mega Stone that you researched during your travels. Oh, so we're going to have to go up against Lysandre while he's using a Mega Evolution. And the only Pokemon on his team that can use, can abuse Mega Evolution is going to be the Gyarados. So that's what we need to watch out for more than anything. I'm guessing he's going to start off with the Mienshao. There it is. And, oh, look at this. Look at this stage, though. It's like we're battling on the sun. That's what it looks like. Like we're on the surface of the sun. This thing's at level 49, and I didn't think of this during the last battle with him, but Mienfoo doesn't even evolve until like level 50, so I'm not sure how he evolved it. But I'm not going to start accusing anyone of cheating here, so we're just going to switch right into Golurk, just like last time, and he's going to go for the high jump kick and miss. So half of his health is gone. Now we can take him out with pretty much anything that we want. He's going to go for the acrobatics, and that's going to do a decent amount of damage because he, again, is most likely not holding an item. There is the heavy slam. Mienshao going down because Mienshao is very, very frail and really cannot take any hits, especially from half HP like that. Pyroar is going to be coming in next. I'm not sure if I can take a flamethrower or fire blast or something. I know I can one-shot it with an EQ, but I don't want to chance that. So what I want to do here is go into Shinobi just like I have every other time that we fought Lysandre. I know I can outspeed, even though this thing is at level 51. We are nervous and cannot eat any berries, but that is fine. Gonna go for the Surf here. That should take this Pyroar out, and it does. Pyroar has not been able to do anything in the times that we've battled Lysandre. We've just taken him out with Shinobi every single time with Surf. One hit. Bam, bam, bam. Calpe growing up to level 58. Honchkro's coming in next, and that thing is a threat. It has such high attacking power. All of his Pokemon really are just very, very powerful with their offensive stats. So let's go into Aurorus here. We should be able to take any one hit this thing wants to throw our way unless it has Steel Wing. I'm just thinking of that now, but I don't think he has it. Oh, he does have it. All right, he has the Steel Wing. Are you kidding me? Somehow we're able to survive. Steel Wing does not have a chance to flinch, so even though it's 4 times effective, Aurorus tanking it out right there. The Ice Beam, Stab, super effective on the Honchkrow. Honchkrow goes down, and we almost grow up to level 58 there. Almost. Gyarados is going to be his last Pokemon. And we're going to go into Calpe the second here, because if he wants to play the whole Mega Evolution game, we can play that right back. We have a Mega Evolution of our own with the type advantage on Mega Gyarados. So he's going to intimidate us, which is unfortunate, but we're going to get the adaptability boost when we Mega Evolve here. And we're going to go for the close combat, predicting the Gyarados to Mega Evolve. It's not really a prediction because he's going to do it regardless. But now we get to watch 2 Mega Evolving cutscene things, and it's pretty cool, I have to say, especially on this setting or with this backdrop. It's really cool looking. I wish you could do that in Wi-Fi battles, but you cannot, unfortunately. There's the Gyarados in all of its glory. It's mighty powerful. It's going to show the Mold Breaker here in a second. There it is. So our ability is negated, and that is unfortunate. There's the close combat. It's going to be super effective, even though it would have been not very effective if he stayed in his original form. The Mega Gyarados goes down, and that, after Aurorus grows up to level 58, and Shinobi's growing up to level 58 as well, and Haxorus, half the team is growing up to level 58, and he's trying to learn Guillotine. No, we're not going to teach that to him. Now that we have all that out of the way, Lysandre is done for. He's going to rip off his safety goggles and just throw him down. I don't really know if they're supposed to be safety goggles, but I mean, they kind of look like it. I feel like they shouldn't be like actual sunglasses. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but we've done everything that we were supposed to do. The Team Flare storyline is just about over. Wah! Know what I think? Even if there's only a little bit of something, it's still best to share it. Sharing is caring, after all. Even you managed to use Mega Evolution. That's because Gyarados shared its power with you, didn't it? Well, I guess so. And not just Gyarados, but your other Pokemon too. Shauna is such a goody two-shoes. The legendary Pokemon is gone, so you can't use the ultimate weapon anymore, right? You don't have to worry about the future all by yourself. I think everyone should work together to make a better blah blah blah. If that were possible, all wars would have ended long ago. I can only see one future. One where selfish, foolish humans think about nothing other than themselves and steal more and more from one another. What a pessimist. It's a tragic future. The original purpose of this device was to bring a Pokemon back to life, but the ancient king transformed it into this ultimate weapon. When the legendary Pokemon awakened, it took back much of its energy, its power, that had been sent to the ultimate weapon. There's not much power left, but since there is enough to use it once, well, I guess you're going to use it once then, huh? Culination Sycamore's pupils. Oops, I said pupils, that's not a word. The ultimate weapon is just a flower that bloomed. But this ends here. I will show you what its remaining power can do. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I mean, like running away from the ultimate weapon, are you serious? You might as well just hang out and just die, because this thing just like destroyed the entire Earth last time, basically. Like wiped everything clean. So what makes you think you can just run away from it? That is not very logical. But there is the death ray, basically. It's going to shoot up into the Earth's atmosphere. And we're going to see what happens in a second. And it doesn't appear to be good. No, it's just coming straight back down. And it looks like it didn't do what it was supposed to do, because it's just destroying itself. So I guess there really was not enough power left to do what it was supposed to do anyway, because it kind of just self-destructed. That's not what was supposed to happen, but the ultimate weapon appears to be no more, so everybody is safe. What a predictable ending, but a safe ending nonetheless, which means we can continue our journey. Phew, I'm so glad all of you are safe. I really respect the courage and kindness all of you showed. Thank you, we're all fine. Are you guys all okay, Tierno? Yep. Blah, blah, blah. We worked together to save the Pokemon connected to the stones on Route 10. I mostly left battling with Team Flare to Cena and Dexio, though. Who are these Cena and Dexio you speak of? We're the masked heroes. Oh yeah, they were supposed to be, like, hiding their identities, but they kept talking about, like, Professor Sycamore and basically just giving away their identities. I don't know. They're bad at the whole secret identity thing. I think they're just still new to it. And yeah, so let's go back to Anastar City and start over from where we left off. And everybody's just like, yeah, let's go, alright. And we're about to get friend-zoned right here. I have so much respect for you as a friend. It's because I respect you that I want to beat you in battle as your rival. I really mean it. Off Serena goes, and we are pretty much just left to our own devices here. But wait, there's more. The Giant. A long, long time ago. A very long time ago. I was worried that that was actually going to be a cutscene. The man made an ultimate weapon. Using it required the life force of many Pokemon. The Pokemon granted eternal life. Learn this. And I guess it ran away from you. The resurrected eternal Pokemon left the man's side. The man was surprised and sad. He had revived it so they could be together. Day after day passed, but they were never to meet. Eventually, he became a mere shell of a man. A man condemned to wander forever by the light of the weapon. You just gonna walk away now? And a Pokemon that also wanders eternally. Where is it now? What do I have to do to meet it? So you obviously are the king. But you haven't actually come out and really said it, but it's been implied so many times, and he's a giant man, so that seems king-like to me. Anyway, that's pretty much gonna be it for this episode, guys. We actually made it in less than a half an hour. It's only been about 27 minutes, so that's not bad at all. Next time, I guess we will head on over to Anastar City and start working our way towards getting our 8th and final gym badge. Then we will be heading over to the Elite Four and Victory Road and all that stuff, so we still have quite a bit to do, but the Team Flare storyline is over. So I want to thank you all for watching, as always, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot, and I'll see you all for the next episode. But until then, game on.